So King Odie is not enjoying the water. He wants nothing to do with it. But Odie's having a good time. I'm gonna try to put Odie in the water and see what happens.
You won't believe what's going on behind the scenes with Skai Jackson and her baby daddy. If you think you've heard it all, trust me, you haven't. This story is darker than anyone could have imagined, and it's only just starting to unfold. Buckle up because we're diving deep into this drama, and it's way worse than you think. So, what's going on with Skai Jackson? You know her from Disney Channel, right? A young, talented actress who made her mark in Hollywood. But, unfortunately, behind that smile and her professional image, there's a whole mess that most people don't know about, and it's all centered around her baby daddy. Now, this isn't just your typical celebrity drama. This is something way darker. First things first, let's talk about the photos that hit the internet just a few weeks ago. Paparazzi caught Skai looking, well, not herself. You could see it in her eyes. Something was off. She was visibly upset, confused, even angry. And all of this was happening while she was pregnant. But here's where it gets even more twisted. Those photos weren't just a coincidence. Her baby daddy, yes, the one who should be supporting her, was the one who called the paparazzi. Why? To humiliate her. Imagine this. You're already going through a lot, pregnant, dealing with all the emotional weight that comes with it. And then, out of nowhere, your baby daddy decides it's time for you to be publicly dragged through the mud. And the worst part? He doesn't just stop at the photos. Nope, he goes even further to make sure she feels every ounce of embarrassment. How? By posting disgusting things about her on social media. Things that no one should say about anyone, especially a woman carrying his child. And don't get me started on the things he said. It's like something out of a nightmare. But it doesn't end there, guys. Oh no, it gets even worse. This guy, let's call him the demonic baby daddy, didn't just attack her in private. He decided to escalate it. This man is clearly on a mission to destroy her reputation, and trust me, he's not backing down anytime soon. He even had the audacity to threaten her publicly, talking about domestic violence and how he's good for it. Imagine being a pregnant woman and hearing that kind of stuff from the person who's supposed to love and protect you. So, who is this guy? You might be asking. Well, his name is YK, and get this. Skai actually met him when he was in jail. Yep, you heard that right. She started talking to him while he was serving time. How did they meet? Through TikTok. Sounds like a crazy love story, right? But it's not, because once they started dating, things went south fast. This guy is not just some random guy. He's a jailbird. Now let's pause here for a second. Why would someone as accomplished as Skai Jackson, who has so much going for her, decide to get involved with someone like this? Sure, we all make mistakes, but this? It's more than just a mistake. This is a pattern of behavior that should have been a red flag from the start, and it wasn't just her. Her family got involved too. Her mom tried to play damage control, saying that his account had been hacked, that he didn't actually say those things. But come on, it's 2024. People aren't that gullible anymore. We all know what's really going on. This guy is exactly who we think he is. As time went on, more and more people started calling him out. The fans, the followers, even other celebrities started speaking out about how trashy he was acting. But what's crazy is that he didn't stop. Nope. Instead, he doubled down. And this time, he brought in his friends to bash Skai too. They all started posting vile comments, making fun of her and her fans. It was like a full-blown cyber attack, and Skai was right in the middle of it. At this point, you might be wondering, how did it get this far? Wasn't someone supposed to step in and stop this madness? It's clear to everyone that Skai needs help and fast. But instead of finding peace, she's stuck in a nightmare that just keeps getting worse. Her safety? It's at risk. And the worst part? She's all alone in this. Her baby daddy has made sure of that. But here's the thing about this whole situation. It didn't have to be like this. Skai didn't have to go through this kind of humiliation. She didn't have to be dragged through the mud like this. And she definitely didn't deserve to be treated the way she's been treated. The real question we should all be asking is, how far is he willing to go? And what happens when it all comes crashing down? Because trust me, when it does, it's not going to be pretty. This is a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode. So where do we go from here? What's next for Skai Jackson, and how much more can she take? The answer to that? Well, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this isn't the end of the story. Not by a long shot. Let's rewind for a moment. How did this whole mess even start? Skai met this guy, YK, while he was behind bars. They connected, started writing letters, and eventually, they began their online relationship. Now I know what you're thinking. Who in their right mind would get involved with someone like that? But hey, people do strange things when they're looking for connection. Skai probably thought he had changed, that he was a different person behind those bars, right? But the truth is, this guy had never changed. From the moment Skai met him, there were signs. She wore a Free My Man shirt, proudly supporting someone who was locked up. But was it worth it? Was it worth all the pain that's followed? That's the real question. And then it all started spiraling. YK's friends started dragging Skai in public, calling her names and making it worse. They posted terrible things about her on Facebook and other platforms. But it wasn't just about dragging her name through the mud. Oh no, these people went deeper, attacking her fans, calling them dumb and stupid. Can you believe that? But here's the thing. This was Skai's life, her reputation, and her safety at stake. This wasn't just some petty drama. These threats and actions went beyond just a public spectacle. It was about a woman being systematically humiliated by the person who was supposed to be her partner. And the most disturbing part, he wasn't stopping. Let's get real for a moment. This guy, YK, is not just some bum from the streets. He's a danger to Skai. And I'm genuinely worried about her. Not just for her safety, but for the baby too. Anyone who can publicly threaten a pregnant woman like that is capable of far worse. This man needs help. He needs therapy, not just a public platform to ruin lives. But will he ever get the help he needs? And what happens if he doesn't? What happens if Skai continues to be caught in the middle of this toxic cycle? We're all hoping that Skai gets out of this, that she finds the strength to protect herself and her baby. But until then, we just have to wait and see what happens next. The story is far from over, and sadly, it doesn't look like it's going to end on a good note. I want to know what you think, though. Do you think Skai can escape this nightmare? Should she have known better than to get involved with him in the first place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Until next time, stay safe out there.